New numbers are out there showing how well Utah high school juniors did on the ACT test during the pandemic. News specialist Lauren Steinbrecher breaks down the data.
At first glance, those numbers have taken a dip from the year before, but the Utah State Board of Education says that it's not all bad news. The test results are in, and ACT scores in Utah aren't what they were a couple years ago, for good reason.
And we saw the whole nation's scores drop. Utah's scores dropped. That's not good news, but it's not unexpected given all of the problems associated with the pandemic.
Here's a look at the average ACT scores in Utah. 2022 came in at 19.9, compared to 2021 with 20.6, a 4% drop. It's important to note that scores are released when high school juniors graduate, meaning the tests are 1 year prior, in this case 2020 and 2021 respectively, smack dab in the middle of COVID. The results show averages dipped across all four categories: English, math, reading, and science. And according to the report, some populations of students, including those who identify as other than white or Asian, and students who are economically disadvantaged, didn't even take the test at a disproportionate rate, which the state says can be explained again partly by the pandemic and a voucher system that made it harder to take the ACT.
We knew that the participation of economically disadvantaged students was down because a third of them had to go get a voucher.
With the dip comes a rise in numbers of students taking the ACT in Utah, which increased by 8.6%. And more good news, Utah scores top the national average.
Are we back to where we were before the pandemic? No, we are not. But we are showing signs of recovery, and that's excellent for students.
So even with the lessons learned from that data, the Utah State Board of Education hopes that next year the numbers will show that students are rebounding even more from the pandemic. Lauren Steinbrecher, KSL 5 News.